me and my colouring supplies. Just the Girl and Her 30-litre container. Can you see that? Of colouring supplies. Let's dive in. Hi girls, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the first episode of How Girls Have Grandma Hobbies, episode 1. Technically, I wouldn't call colouring in a grandma hobby. I'd probably say, and I quote Mr. Doomboy, it looks like a 5-year-old made it in relation to my own colouring in. However, I'm just a girl with my 30-litre colouring supply, and it all started with one Sunny Vibes book, and here we are. Okay, it started with one Sunny Vibes book back in November. I ordered it and put it away, and I got my sister to give it to me for Christmas. Let me show you the book, 1 second. You know what, we're just going to get all my supplies out. We're going to get them all out. We're going to deep dive into my colouring supplies, because there is a mountain. There is a mountain. Like, look at this. Wait, let's see if I can balance them all. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but we'll see. Wait, we're still going, we're still going. This is my colouring selection. I also have a pile over here, which I'm not even going to try to add because I'll drop everything and break everything. And this is a collection of colouring supplies that I've accumulated quite literally since Christmas. On Christmas I got 2 colouring books, and this is everything I've accumulated since. So let's do a deep dive. It started with Sweet and Scary. Look, it's still got the wrapping paper bit on the back. It started with Sweet and Scary by Sunny Vibes. Honestly, low-key don't even touch this one. And then my little brother, aka Tater Tots, this was a shock by the way, he got me this one, Cosy and Cheeky, which is Aunty Donna's Cosy and Cheeky. And then what's the third book that I got? Oh, Cozy Cheer by Cherry Lemon. Have I done any? Oh, I think I might have done one in Cherry Lemon. I done this guy. And did I do another one in Cherry Lemon? I feel like I might have done one more. I definitely have. You have done one more. And I've done this one in Cherry Lemon. And then, oh, then I went to these ones. These 3, which are the Artist Collection by Kmart, aka Anko brand. And I haven't touched this one yet. It's the colouring book Landscapes. I don't know if they still sell it. But yeah, I got this one. And I'll tell you the price it's better actually. This is all in Australian dollars. So this one's 6 Australian dollars. This one, I think it's $5. It was on sale for $5 when we got it, so I think it's maybe $5 or $10 depending on where you get it. This one was on clearance for $2.50, but it's usually $13.50 I believe. And then I got the Artist Colouring book, which is by Anko, and it's 50 landscapes. I don't know if they still sell this one, but that's the back. And yeah, this one was on clearance for $5. And then we got the ice cream. I can't remember. We got these roughly around my little sister ordered them around the same time. And this is the ice cream one. It's called Colouring Book Food. Just 50 designs. This is also Anko. I have done one in this one, which I actually low-key love. I think it's actually, I'm sorry, but that is really pretty. I am really proud of this one. So yeah, this one was on clearance for $5. I think they're usually $7. Am I in focus? yeah, sorry, I have really bad eyesight, so I can't really see. And then this one's the flower one. It's called Colouring Book Floral, and that's the back. And this one was also on clearance for $5 back in January, so I don't know if you can get those ones anymore, but I've done heaps in this one. Let me just show you one of them, and that's one of them I've done, which I love. And oh, and then I did this one, which I'm not really that big of a fan. I think it's just I'm not a colour girly. Like, I don't like colour. Just probably the chronic depression that I have been diagnosed with as to why. And then this is the newest one I got, which is the Unwind by Sunny Vibes, and this is $6. This one's $6, and it's new. It only just came out for Easter, like maybe like a month, not even a month ago. And then this is the new range that came out. Has the colouring by number set by Anko. It's the Anko's came out range, and this one is this one has a colouring book, and it's got 20 pages. And does it say like what type is? It's the flower one, and it comes with pens. So there's a colouring book which has 20 markers. I haven't opened it yet, so I just got it the other day. And it has, I think, 10 markers, is it? Yeah, and they're like a little pouch. Also, fun fact, the colouring, the colours on the back don't really represent the colour that you get inside, so just FYI with that one. And I believe these on sale for these are $10 because they just came in, they're new in. And they have a couple of others. They have like I think another flower one, and they have one other kind. But yeah, these are new and it came out, and they're $10. I'll try to link everything down below that I've accumulated, if you want to check any of them out. And then I also have 2 other colouring books, and then we'll move on to pens and markers. I have these ones out separate because I've been doing them. I haven't actually touched this one yet. This one is called Cutie Colouring, and it is, who's this by? Oh, Susan Washington. And this is put out for Valentine's Day. I think this was like $6, I want to say. And we got that one. I think this is put out for Valentine's Day. And then there's another one in the collection. I never heard of this girl, like this lady, before. But they also have the Easter Cuties one. And also $6. And I've been actively doing this one for the past few days. Like, your girl has been booked and busy. I'm so with that. She's so cute. But yeah, it's $6. And I don't know if there's any more in this, like by this lady. I haven't seen any others. But those are the ones I'm currently doing. And that's all the colouring in books that I have currently. But that's actually heaps. And then I have just 1 pack of Crayola Colours of the World crayons. And then I have these Intensity Bic markers. These are colouring supplies I've had for literally, I had these for years. And these Bic Kids Evolution colouring pencils. They're the markers that I started with when I only had the 2 books. And I was like, I'll just do it with these 2. But then ended up with an accumulation of more. And then I got these Bic Kids colouring pencils. I'll try to link, like I said, everything down below. But these are the main 3 that I've been using. I haven't touched into graphic markers yet. I just feel a bit intimidated by it, and I will get there. But I've just been doing it for fun, like not to make like things. And then I have these Bic Kids erasable colouring pencils with like erasers on the end. Let me pull one out and show you actually. See, they have like, can you see that? They have like a little eraser at the end. But yeah, but it's time to get coin supplies right now because it's obviously back to school season. So, and then I have these 24-pack coloured pencils. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I don't know the prices of these, that's why I haven't set the prices. But when I find the prices, I'll just add it onto the screen. Sorry, I did forget about that because I don't know the prices actively on top of my head on these colouring pencil range, but I will look it up and I will put the price of how much each pack of colouring pencils or like markers or whatever. I'll put it on the screen so you guys know. Sorry, I apologise, I don't know them off the top of my head the way that I know the colouring book prices. Then I have these ones. I know these ones are $2 because they're just the Brilliant Basics range. I have posted these ones, which are like triangular. Oh, these ones are triangular. Oh, these ones are round. So these ones are round and these ones are triangular. They're basically like the same, but one's round, one's triangle. I don't really know the difference if there is one. And then I have these Crayola, classic Crayola 24 pack colouring pencils. I haven't used these yet. And then I have the, is it Staedtler 24 Norris colouring pencils, and they're made from upcycled wood, and they're like kind of like triangular vibes. Let me pull one out. Oh, can I pull one out and show you easily? No, I can't. But yeah, they're like that. I'll show you a close up. And that's those ones. And then I think the last pack of colouring pencils / markers I have is these ones. It's the Pastel and Neon Inspiration set. So it's got 10 markers and 10 colouring pencils, I believe. Yeah. So 10 connector pens and 10 colouring pencils in the Pastel and Neon Inspiration range. I remember at school when you had like these connector pens, I remember they were like so trendy, like you were like so cool if you had them. So I'm looking back now because they're literally just markers, but they're probably like my version, my generation's version as a 28-year-old of graphic markers to this day. Like now if you're like a kid or whatever and you had graphic markers, I feel like that's probably what the kids use these days. But like back in the day, my version was like connector pens, and they were really expensive back in the day. Like they're so cheap now, but back in the day they were like high price. They're like what graphic markers are, kind of like on that like bougie scale, what connector pens were back in the day, which is so funny. And then I also got these, which are only new. I only just got these when I got my 3 new colouring books, the Colour by Numbers and the 2 blue and pink one. And they're the plastic colouring pencils by Anko, and they're really nice to colour with. They're so nice. And then last but not least, I do have graphic markers, but I haven't touched them because I'm a little bit intimidated by them. These ones are just from Spotlight, the Semco brand. They're the dual tip graphic markers, 48 piece. They have a fine tip and a broad tip. And I believe these ones are like maybe $20, I believe, something like that. But like I said, I will look it up and I'll put all the prices on the screen. But these are the colours. I haven't tried them yet. My little sister's used them, and she's also into the colouring with me, and she likes them. But yeah, they have like some nice colours in there. I don't want to tip it too far because I quite literally will drop them all. But yeah, and I'll show you what they look like. Let me pull one out. Let me pull the brown one out because brown's my favourite colour. Chocolate brown's my favourite colour. Oh, I feel like I've done something. Oh, sugar. Hang on 1 second. I was like, okay, hard to get it out. This is what they look like. And they have like this one's natural oak. aka my pretty much favorite colour. I love chocolate brown. They have like a fine tip. And they have, oh yeah, that tip was 6mm. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it, but it says 6mm. And then this one's the 1mm tip. I kind of have a strong scent. But yeah, that's the graphic markers that I currently own. And I don't own any other graphic markers because I'm not really into it, like graphic marking yet. I'm just doing it for a bit of fun. But I have to put that on, but I will do that. But yeah, that's everything I've got in my 30-litre colouring tub. And I am getting more for Easter. My little sister has already told me to not touch the Sunny Vibes collection range because the Easter Bunny may be on it to add to my collection. So she told me to not add to it, and I don't need to add to anything right now. Like, I've got more than sufficient enough to keep me going, and I'm well aware my collection is a little bit excessive, but it's just a fun hobby, guys. And I mean, it's so lighthearted, it's such a fun hobby, and it's such a distraction to A, keep me off my phone, and B, it really does help. Like, I find it really therapeutic. Like, I don't do my colouring ins for like pretty, like I really would love to be like those girlies. And I have this friend on TikTok. I'm not currently on TikTok, but when I was on TikTok, I do have this friend on TikTok. Her username is like Nutella Lover or something like that, and I believe she's called Z on TikTok. I don't know if that's her real, I don't think that's her real name, but she does the most beautiful designs. Like, she's so talented, and like her account is chef's kiss. Like, if I could have a colouring hat, like an aesthetic vibe like her, honestly, chef's kiss. And also my friend Lacey Jane, she used to do TikTok lives of, she hasn't done them in a while actually, but she's also insanely talented, and like really like gets like the lighting shades and with her graphic markers. And I would love to be that girly, and I aspire to be one of those girlies. I'm not currently there, as you can tell. My colouring are giving, it looks like a 5-year-old made it, and I can hear that every time Mr. Jimboy would be like, if he saw, he would say that to me. And yeah, so I'm not currently there yet. However, I would love to be a guy that does like the shading and use the black marker over the top and stuff, but I'm not currently there. But that's okay, I'm just doing it for fun. It's not neat. My little sister does it, and she's very a perfectionist, you can tell, because she does it so neat and so perfect, and I'm just not a neat and perfect girl, and I don't want it to be, because otherwise I wouldn't do it. Like, if I put that pressure on myself to make it like neat and perfect and basically like, you know, to the standard that I would love it to be, I would never do it. And I just do it for fun, and I colour in. If it goes over the line or whatever, it doesn't matter for me. I also don't have great hand strength, because I had a major hands trauma back like 4 years ago now, maybe 3 years ago, and so I don't have the best hand strength. Like, I don't have a lot of feeling in either of my hands, so yeah, I just do it for fun. And the perfectionist in me would never do anything, and doesn't do anything. Like, this is literally the only hobby that I've like partaken up as a 28-year-old. But yeah, I just don't think, like, if you're a perfectionist and you want to like get rid of that perfectionism, I think just do it. Like, it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter what, don't compare yours to what other people's look like, if it makes sense. And to me, colouring is just a fun and therapeutic hobby, and it really does help my depression and my anxiety. And I just like do it when I feel like a bit overwhelmed and a bit scattered in my brain, and I wish I could just colour in all the time. Like, I love it so much, and I prioritise it now in my day to day. This whole year I've been prioritising it, and yeah, like, I can colour in like 2-3 colouring pages a day some days, and it's just a fun hobby for me and a fun distraction. But I will keep you updated on the colouring journey, and as new additions come, because there's 100% going to be new additions, guys. There's 100% going to be new additions to the colouring collection, girls, and I probably will need to extend this box at some point. But this is the first hobby that I'm taking up, and I also want to decorate the box. Actually, I do want to do that, but maybe we can do that together in like a vlog or something. But yeah, colouring is the first hobby that I've taken up, and I'm aware that it's not a grandma hobby, but the rest of the hobbies I feel like I want to take up are grandma hobbies, like bread making and knitting and sewing and those type of things. So, and like gardening, like growing seeds. So like, I feel like those type of hobbies are like grandma hobbies. That's why I've called the series this. I know colouring is not a grandma hobby, I'm well aware, but it just makes sense to like include it in grandma hobbies. And it's currently the first hobby that I've taken up for 2026, and before I turn 30 I want to be fluent in like 3 hobbies maybe. I really want to be fluent in like I really want to be like really good at like sewing, knitting, and maybe like there's another one that I want to do and I always can't. Oh, needlepoint. So those are the 3 main ones that I really want to get into, but this one's just a fun one. and it's the first hobby that I've taken up and I'm actively doing. I haven't started any of the others, but as the collection grows I will add to this, and like I'll keep you guys updated on the colouring journey. And if you have any like fun colouring books or fun pens or fun markers, they don't have to be graphic, anything like fun colouring wise that you think I need to add to the collection, please let me know. I think I might invest in some Aho markers, is that what they're called? The ones that the girlies use the Bobby Goods colouring book with the Bobby Goods colouring books. And I also really want to get a Cocoa Wire colouring book. So I will probably add Aho markers. I can't say that, I'm sorry. Bobby Good colouring book and Cocoa Wire colouring book to the collection. And like there's a million 75s colouring books, I want like all of them. But yeah, I hope that you've had a fun cozy time with me, deep diving into the colouring collection and colouring hobby that I have started, and we will be back with another episode of Hot Girl Hobbies very soon. And we will be back with another episode of Hot Girls Have Grandma Hobbies very, very soon. And I will also regularly update you guys on the colouring and collection. But for now, I'm sending you all the love and all the light. And I'm going to put all of these... Oh! I literally forgot one of my markers. I thought I had another pack. I literally went through them. And I have 2 packs of markers sitting right here. I apologise. At the end of the vlog, and I forgot these 2 because my colouring books were sitting on them. I have these ones, Stedler tips, and then I have Semco brush tip markers, which, can I take one of these out? Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's all shut. Oh, I can't open it, but yeah, they're water-based ink, and these ones are also from Spotlight. So for now, I'm going to pack all these away and get started back on this one, because if I complete this whole book by Easter, my little sister / my nephew Noodles, who gave this to me, he's also a sausage shug, if I complete this entire book by Easter day, I will get, Noodles is going to give me $20, so I'm currently up to this one, and we currently have like 40 something days, just under, so I have like a page roughly a day to do. I have like this much left, but yeah, I've done this much so far. So this is my current colouring book, but I'm sending you all the love and all the light, and thank you for joining me on my colouring and supplies, for joining me for episode 1 of Hot Girls Have Grandma Hobbies. I'm sending you all the love and all the light, and I'll see you for another episode of Hot Girls Have Grandma Hobbies very, very soon. Bye!